Welcome to the deep dive. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, glad you're here.
We know you want the real story on Las Vegas for May 2025.
Right, not just the headlines. We've kind of dug into various sources to get a clearer picture.
Exactly. We're looking at the big shows, the fun stuff, but also some significant economic shifts happening.
Things that could definitely impact your visit. It's a bit of a contrast.
Okay, so let's dive in. Entertainment first. May 2025 looks absolutely packed.
Oh, totally. You've got the Lovers and Friends Festival. That's May 4th. Big R&B and hip-hop event.
And the stadiums are busy. Allegiant Stadium's got Post Malone with Jelly Roll May 3rd.
Yeah, huge show. And then later in the month, May 31st, Kendrick Lamar and SZA, also at Allegiant.
Wow. Okay.
Massive names.
And it's not just music. Comedy's big, too. Jerry Seinfeld's at Caesar's Palace, May 2nd and 3rd.
Right, classic Vegas act.
And Jim Gaffigan is supposed to be there sometime in May, too. Venue's still TBA, I think.
So, bottom line, loads to do. You could easily fill a whole trip just with shows. No question. The variety is just immense.
But, okay, here's where things get maybe a little less flashy. Our sources are pointing to some pretty big cost-saving moves by MGM Resorts.
Yeah, this is really interesting because it directly hits the visitor experience.
How so? What are we seeing?
Well, for one, they're getting rid of in-person concierge services at several big properties.
Which ones?
MGM Grand, Signature, New York, Mandalay Bay, Park MGM, Vidara. It's quite a list.
So that personal touch, that planning help, gone.
Pretty much shifting away from it. Saves the money, sure, but you lose that direct assistance. About 30 jobs cut there.
And it doesn't stop there, right?
No. There have also been significant layoffs in their contact centers.
Yeah.
Across all their Vegas properties.
How many are we talking?
Over 200 positions. Seems like a big push towards, self-service options or maybe outsourcing, less phone support.
Okay. And I heard something about valet and bell staff, too.
Right. Cuts there as well. And this is happening while fees like resort fees and parking fees often seem to be climbing.
So potentially paying more, but getting fewer of those conveniences.
Exactly. You can see how that might lead to some frustration. Less personalized service, maybe longer waits, less assistance with luggage.
Yeah, it definitely changes the feel of the stay for some people. It raises questions about, the value you're getting.
Precisely. Value is key.
Now, shifting gears a bit, but still on the economic side, international tourism. Specifically, Canada. What's happening there?
Well, sources indicate a noticeable drop in Canadian visitors recently.
And Canada is a big deal for U.S. tourism, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely massive. Historically, they're the #1 source of international visitors. In 2024, it was something like 20.4 million visits.
Wow.
Yeah, spending over $20 billion, supporting around 140,000 American jobs.
Right.
So Canada matters a lot.
So a dip in Canadian tourism is significant.
It's very. And there's this added layer of potential new tariffs on Canada being discussed.
How could that affect things?
Well, even a hypothetical, say, 10% reduction in Canadian travel because of tariffs or other factors, that could mean 2 million fewer visits.
That's huge.
And about $2.1 billion less in spending, potentially 14,000 U.S. jobs lost. It just shows how linked everything is.
So international politics can really ripple down to the experience in Vegas.
Definitely. Fewer Canadian tourists would likely be felt across the board, hotels, restaurants, shows, everything.
Okay, so wrapping this up, May 2025 in Vegas presents this kind of dual picture.
Yeah, on one hand, you've got this incredible, vibrant entertainment scene, just world-class stuff.
Right, the fun factor is definitely there.
But on the other hand, you have these underlying shifts. Changes in service levels, especially at major resorts like MGM's.
And these broader economic factors like the potential slowdown in Canadian tourism, creating maybe some headwinds.
It's a complex mix. The glitz is still there, but the mechanics behind it are changing.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How do these service adjustments and, these bigger economic pressures actually change the feel of a Vegas trip for you, the visitor?
That's the key question. Is the amazing entertainment enough to outweigh maybe paying more for, well, a bit less hands-on service?
Something definitely worth thinking about as you plan.